If y'all niggas is missing out on Klarna, y'all are crazy. Shit ain't been this free since free been free.
That's just up today's though. You feel me? Not just today's though. You feel me?
It's only 11:31.
What?
Don't call me for the best prices.
These the packages that I got clean.
Period. Do not call me for the best prices. I don't have the best prices. I got the best work in the city. Don't call me because you think I'm the cheapest. Don't call me because you know me. You think I'm going to work with you the most because I'm not. Swear to God. I don't have the best price. I don't have the best price. I do negotiate. I do look out. I do help out.
And if you think I'm cash,
do not call me for the best price.
You got this bitch and we tripping.
Consistency, man. That's the name of the game, bro. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy. I'm tired of it. No.
If you use Klarna, you do not have to pay the money back because the owners of Klarna are not in the United States. Why would you pay back someone who lives across the globe? Buy up all the shit you can right now with Klarna, okay? And what are the Swedish people even gonna do about it? They don't live in America. They can't do anything. They live in Sweden.
Times are hard, people are strapped for cash, and we've pretty much been at the tipping point of a recession for what feels like forever. And when people feel like they have no other options, sometimes they start scamming. Even when they have other options like getting a legit job, scamming is just the preferred career path for some people. It's fast money, often more than you'd make at a typical 9 to 5. It's a quick high, an act of desperation depending on your circumstance. And scamming has become a trend. And some people love following trends. And I believe that's why scams like this Klarna Glitch and so many others are so popular. If you're unfamiliar with what the Klarna Glitch is, it's a scam where someone uses stolen personal information or loaned personal information, and they use Klarna to pay for things like phones, laptops, whatever they can get their hands on to resell for a lot of cash. And they never intend to pay Klarna back. And this is why that shit's about to ruin so many people's lives and destroy their credit. And niggas are willing to risk it all.
Going in the mall. I'm about to show y'all what we leave out this bitch with. Apple on some lame shit, only talking about 2 devices. Like, what, bro? Tomorrow, we just spent this bitch at Best Buy. You know, viral. I'm about to show y'all everything we got. We just each up, man. Come on now. Hit my jack, hit my line.
I told y'all boys get on that Klarna shit when I was telling y'all boys. Now everybody on it, and it's finna be burnt, and your ass gonna be late when I tried to put you on the pay. But it's cool though, because it's still around. Don't even trip. But guess what? I'm about to go up on it now because y'all was playing. Y'all was playing. Y'all didn't believe in the whoop. Y'all didn't believe in the whoop, man. Now I gotta show you something.
It always surprises me how people are just so willing to record themselves committing federal crimes. At least give yourself a fighting chance, bro. Wear a mask. Blur your face. You're money laundering and committing fraud in 4K. You're telling people to message you if they want to get put on in 4K. You've created a social media account that can link all the evidence back to you in 4K. What are we doing? And you think after people recently went down for the PPP loan scam, they would have got the hint?
Go to jail, Mom.
I understand.
So,
Destiny, you have to go. I don't know what's going on, but you can't fight it. Yeah, you'll.
On September 13th, 2024, a woman named Destiny Harris gets a knock on her door from police with a warrant for her arrest for unemployment fraud that she allegedly committed 4 years ago.
What did I spend my PPP money on that's worth me going to jail for 20 years? None of it's worth me going to jail 20 years. Let's just get that out. But I did get this $10,000 limited edition Michelet watch that I really, really wanted. I got this $1,600 Gucci bracelet that I absolutely also got me these pair of Alexander McQueen's, which I've yet to wear, but I'm wearing one day. And then my favorite purchase is this $1,700 Gibson guitar. You know, I don't know how to play the guitar, but I was gonna put LED lights behind it and put it on my wall in my room and have it look all pretty and all that stuff. I never got around to doing it. And then besides that, I just got like little knickknacks, this shirt, I got an iPad.
You have a real page with my name on it for $37,000.
They will find you, they will get their money, and they will throw you in a cell.
Andre Lorquet wanted to get rich without working hard, so he decided to submit multiple fraudulent loan applications to the Paycheck Protection Program between June 2020 and November 2021. Along with his applications, he submitted fraudulent paperwork. He was hoping to receive $4.7 million in funding, but he received $4.4 million. Lorquet bought a Lamborghini Urus, a Porsche Panamera GTS, and 2 Teslas. Along with his rides, he got some bling. He purchased an Audemars Piguet watch, a custom pendant, and a chain with 70 carats of diamonds. He flaunted his purchase on Instagram, and in August 2023, the feds came knocking with an arrest warrant. They charged him with 4 counts of wire fraud, 4 counts of money laundering, and 1 count of identity theft. He was facing up to 22 years. He pleaded guilty to a count of money laundering. In March 2024, he was sentenced to 71 months in federal prison.
3 individuals sentenced for $3.5 million in COVID-19 relief fraud scheme. See, the feds are not playing games. For those of you who's applying for those PPP loans and you ain't have a business, listen, the feds are coming. They are cracking down. And let me tell y'all, for those of you at the time, I know you probably thought it was a great time, but now y'all about to have the real PPP. Poor people problems in jail.
People are now going to jail for taking out PPP loans back in 2020 when they really didn't need to. Now, the woman that I showed you there has gotten the biggest sentencing that any of us have seen. She is going to prison for 9.5 years. She is currently counting down on her TikTok her next 30 days here before she goes and surrenders and gives herself up to police. This woman here was making a video telling people that you did not have to take out the PPP loan. Everybody was doing it back in 2020, and now they're finally starting to go to jail. And we don't know exactly how long this guy is going away for, but he said, I might be going away for a while. That PPP loan came back to bite me. And as people in his comment section pointed out, you thought you were committing fraud, was doing something right. I got $40K in PPP loans and 100% went to pay my employees, and I got a forgiveness letter with no issues. My PPP loan was great. I followed the guidelines. When you look up PPP loan, the last one, the 4th one right there, back in October, but in the past 11 hours, 3 different people have been charged with crimes regarding their PPP loan. So if you know anyone that got a PPP loan in 2020, check on them.
And just to show you how slim your chances of getting away with anything are, I pulled this data from the IRS's website. The IRS CI, Criminal Investigations, has obtained a 97.4 conviction rate in prosecuted COVID fraud cases. 97.4. Even the prison time associated with this type of glitch is nuts. And Klarna does touch on it on their website. You can face up to 20 years in prison for doing this shit. You're getting locked up for the rest of your life. And the value of the fraudulent purchases will determine the severity of the charges and determine the length of time to be served. Obviously. And if you already have a record, you are cooked. We even have more examples of scams coming back to bite people in the ass with the Chase Infinite Money glitch that was popular a year or 2 ago. Again, another glitch that made waves on social media and convinced tons of people to unknowingly throw themselves into thousands of dollars of debt. All for instant gratification. For this glitch in particular, you had to write a bad check, deposit the check, and then withdraw the money before the check bounced.
A major banks had to warn people not to follow a TikTok trend that takes advantage of a glitch in their systems. Chase Bank has told people what they're doing is fraud after the hack went viral. The free money trend claimed that you could withdraw large amounts of money by handing in a fake check before it had time to be verified. And with all the videos sending Americans into a frenzy, some people hopped on it. But Chase was quick to shut it down and warned that the trend is just straight up illegal. Despite what people may say and what the videos may show, the bank has said it is fraud, plain and simple. Chase has since fixed the issue and those who took part are feeling the consequences, with accounts very much now in overdraft.
Yo, save your account and get your money, otherwise, man, this is bow.
So the scammer side of things doesn't seem to be going well at all for a lot of people, to nobody's surprise. But the next scam is going to pop up and people who missed the train on this one are going to just hop on the next thing because that's what people do. It's human nature. It'll make for good content though. I did briefly mention that scams have become way more prevalent at the beginning of this video, but I wanted to provide some data points because it's actually pretty interesting, especially when we're looking at scamming from a victim standpoint. This first article states that credit card fraud was the most common type of identity theft in the first half of 2025, with 223,459 reported cases, which is a 51% increase year over year, and has been on a steady incline. In 2024, there were 32,550 more reported cases than in 2023, and more than 180,000 more cases reported than in 2019. There's also a graph that shows how much this shit jumped from 2019 to 2020, which is crazy. But we know the chaos the world was in around that time, so there's not really a surprise there. This next article is straight from the Federal Trade Commission's website. It's based around information gathered from older adults, but it's still in line with what I'm talking about as far as the increase in scamming is concerned. There's been more than a 4-fold increase in reports of impersonation scammers stealing tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars from older adults. And this last article states that fraud rates rose 67% for financial institutions and fintechs. And this article is more so outlining the impact of AI-related scams. Things are getting pretty bad out here, and I could just imagine how bad it's about to get with AI, especially since there's a lack of any real regulation around it.
Here are 3 scary AI scams that look real. Number 1 is deepfake video calls, and how it works is scammers use AI-generated deepfake videos, for example, of a company executive to trick employees into transferring millions of dollars. This actually happens. Number 2, AI romance scams with fake celebrities. So basically, scammers make AI-generated replicas of celebrities like Brad Pitt using deepfake videos and images, and then they DM victims on social media to build a romantic relationship, sending personalized messages and videos. For example, a French woman lost 850,000 euros after falling for a scammer who was posing as Brad Pitt. Number 3 is AI voice cloning in fake family emergencies. How this works is scammers clone a loved one's voice using AI tools trained on short social media clips or past voicemails. Then they call other family members pretending to be that family member in urgent need of money. For example, they were just arrested or in an accident. To counteract this, make sure your family has an emergency keyword that you talk about in person. You don't share it online.
Never say yes when answering a call from an unknown number, especially now that AI scams are getting smarter. Scammers are starting calls with simple questions like, "Can you hear me? Are you the homeowner? Do you have a moment to talk? Are you the one who pays the bills?" And they are after one thing: a recording of your voice saying yes. That recording can then be used to authorize fraudulent charges or trick voice-based systems into thinking that it's you. And with AI improving fast, this might get worse. So here's what to do. If you get a call from an unknown number, don't say yes. Instead, answer with a question, something like, "Who's calling?" or "What's this about?" It's not rude, it's about being smart. If the caller dodges your question, there is a weird pause, or it just feels off, well, just simply hang up. Please share this with your friends and family, especially with our older generations who might not be aware of these tactics. And please, stay safe.
But what else do you expect to happen when the economy is in a downturn? The worse things get, the more likely you are to be scammed, and the more likely you are to start scamming. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. But look, to the everyday person, make sure you protect yourself and make sure you protect your personal information. And if you're thinking about scamming, don't ruin your life and your credit over temporary dollars. You could just fuck your situation up way worse than it already is and make it way harder for you to dig yourself out of whatever hole you're already in. These banks and credit card companies are not gonna just let you run off into the fucking sunset with their money. They want that shit back. And they don't give a damn about what you have going on in your life. Because at the end of the day, they have shareholders. So every single dollar counts. They are for-profit companies. Don't fuck around with these guys, all right? It won't end well. Stay safe. And thanks for watching.